What's happening, YouTube? It's your boy JD Trades, and I'm back again with another pre-market open analysis. As always, don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Turn on your post notifications to get notified whenever I post a new video. So let's get straight into it. As we always do, we need to start with the dollar. As we know, the DXY, the dollar is the Mac Daddy of every single currency. All right. For now, one thing I will have to mention to you guys is it is Labor Day tomorrow inside the United States, and also Labor Day in Canada. So trading tomorrow is definitely off the cards. I'm not interested when the dollar is not active. So at the moment, what can we see here? Yesterday, well, I say yesterday, but last week finished exactly how we anticipate it to finish in terms of us actually having a bullish week, right? So if you guys go back and watch my previous pre-market analysis video, you would have seen me talking about how I'm expecting to see this week actually close bullish. Now on the daily time frame, right, we have had a break of structure, okay? Another break above this high here. We had this break above high here, and now we've had the break above this high here. Now, there's two things that can happen. I am kind of looking for prices to continue heading up higher to the 102.500 level. However, we may potentially get a pullback before we actually head to those highs. Now, in addition to that point is we are testing, okay, this imbalance here, okay, on the weekly time frame. Okay, so we could definitely get a slight little pullback down, okay. Now, of course, whenever it is the pre-market open, you kind of need to analyze and potentially, you know, try to predict what the weekly candle is going to look like. Where is the weekly candle likely to expand to? Okay, now potentially we may get a push down on the weekly, okay, and a push back up, right? Creating the high of the week somewhere around here and then maybe closing above here. Okay, that's what I'm kind of looking for this week. I'm not looking for, a ridiculously explosive week. To be fair, we might do, as it is the start of the new month. We do have NFP, a lot of dollar pairs, initial jobless claims, unemployment rate. So there's a lot coming for the dollar and also for the pound with the job openings, construction PMI, and composite PMI coming Wednesday and Thursday. Okay. Don't forget the Canadian dollar does have its interest rate decision as well. So there's definitely loads of things to look out for come that time. And as I said to you guys, that daily area here on the DXY is going to be a pretty interesting target. I want to see, in terms of a pullback, I want to see if we're even going to get a pullback on the DXY. Okay. So that is the target there for this week. I want to see 102.5 at some point this week. And what that means is once we are rushing to 102.5, right? I'm looking for an entry, some shorts across most of the majors. As we do, let's start things off. Well, let's change it up a little bit. Let's start off with gold. Okay, so in terms of gold, right, I want to talk to you guys quite in depth about gold and exactly what gold's been doing because it's been quite interesting because last week has been a very technical heavy week, right? On the daily there, you can see that gold is stuck in a little bit of a range, okay? So we have been bouncing from the all-time highs and we keep on rejecting, okay? If price continues to well, if we get failures to make new highs or a continuation of the trend, that is a potential sign of reversal. Okay, I want you guys to remember that when we see price either failing in this scenario here is failing to create new highs, right? Or it could be vice versa, failing to create new lows, it is a sign of reversal. Now, in terms of the DX, sorry, not DXY gold, because the DXY is actually flipped back to bullish on the daily time frame, this means that we've got some real potential for bearish price action on gold. Now, one thing I will mention here for gold is the fact that, look, we haven't, typically broken significant structural lows. Okay. We haven't, right? Because ever since we created this high here on the 4 hour, we broke down. When we took out this high low here, which created this high, we have failed to actually push up. So potentially you can look at these as all lower highs to potentially get a lower low. Now, when we are looking at this picture, we are working inside this 4 hour imbalance and inside this 4 hour up candle. A little candle that I will say for you guys to look out for is this New York session candle. Okay. Look out for price once we, potentially rally up into that area there. Okay. The 4 hour area is this whole up candle here. if I'm not mistaken. Yep, it is this whole up candle here. So I want to see us, slowly trickle into this area at the start of the week and then potentially see if we can get, some sort of a break of structure formation where we can see prices start to reverse, get a test, and then we can target, these immediate lows before we potentially target the main weekly lows. Okay. So I believe at this point, well, this week, some point this week, we will see the low of 2470.85. Okay. It is, quite a big target, which does mean, okay, especially if we measure the range. Let's say we do head up into that 4 hour candle and we push all the way down to the weekly range. That's 410 pips, 415 pips. There's a huge range there, and you need to ask yourself, can you catch 100 pips, 50 pips, 200 pips, of that range? Your answer should always be yes. And I believe that you can definitely catch 50 to 150 pips of this range here. Even from where price currently is, if you can catch 100 pips of this 333, let's call it 340 pip range, you should be fine. Okay. Look out for those little key things that I have mentioned there for gold. Next up is Euro USD. Okay. So in terms of EU, we've had a very nice move to the downside. Okay. We've held inside of this, let me just zoom out, this daily imbalance here. We've started to reverse and turn around inside that level. We've also had the break of structure. Okay. On the daily time frame beneath this low here. Of course, this area will be more significant on the 4 hour, as you can see there. Now, last week, I believe it was either Thursday or Friday, I talked about us playing into this hourly imbalance before we can get some shorts. Okay. Now, we didn't manage to actually play up high enough into the zone. As you can see, we did eventually just fall off. However, if at the start of this week, maybe midweek, we start to see price rally back up into that area, I believe this is a pretty decent area to look for some shorts. Okay. We've already had the mitigation of these two 1 hour up candles here. We've dipped down. I reckon we can push up into this area and look for better sell opportunities. Now, as you can see there, Euro USD does have a daily down candle here as a potential target. But look, this can push down all the way down to the 71% retracement here. Okay, it definitely can do that. We can't just kind of close our minds off to this daily area. It can definitely push up a lot. Well, push lower, sorry. It can push down a lot further than what this current picture is showing us. But, let's just have our targets. This is the first area to potentially look for some longs. And then we can look at this low being taken. We can look in between the 71 and the 78% fib retracement I have marked out there. Okay, I'm not going to go through too many pairs at the moment, as I do believe because we have NFP at the start of the week, we've got ADP, non-farm payroll, we've got Labor Day for United States. There's a lot of news events, and we need to see how the market and the sentiment is going to react to all those events. But other than that, this is pretty much going to be a 4 day trading week. So enjoy the start of the week. Use that time to brushing up and to monitor how the daily candles are closing and see where we are inside the week, and we can move on and decide what we're going to do from there. Other than that, guys, make sure to leave a like on the video. It really helps the channel grow. And if you have any questions, feel free to join my free Telegram. Link is in the description of this video. It's just JD Trades with 3 S's if you go to Telegram. I post a lot more chart analysis, a lot more setups and trade ideas. I know a lot of you guys enjoy that so far. And as always, remember the theory behind the practice, and thank you for watching.